amongst other sporting entities. We're a national governing body, USA Track and Field, and we're often not part of that conversation when it comes to sports. So thrilled to be part of it. Our organization has changed a lot in the last 6 years, and I've been part of that change and happy to have that happen. It is a business that we run, although it is a sport, but it's the business of that sport. And I'm just honored to be part of it, honored to be named as a game changer.
We are so excited to honor Renee Washington. She's our Chief Operating Officer. Was selected as a game changer by the Sports Business Journal in the 2017 class. And I can't say enough about how she's impacted our organization, just bringing a level of professionalism and expertise and a high standard of excellence to the organization. We're just so proud to honor her tonight at this reception.
Tell me a couple of things that she's done to make such a difference for the USATF.
Well, one thing that Renee's done is she is really crystal clear on what our business objectives are. She holds people accountable. She's a no-nonsense, bottom-line kind of person, found all kinds of operational efficiencies, and really improved our relationships both domestically and internationally with all of our stakeholders.
She works hard, so she puts in a lot of work. You're not recognized for this type of honor if you're not, first of all, if you're not qualified. So she's extremely qualified, extremely smart, and she's one of the hardest workers in our office. So she sets a standard for all of us.
We have several top-level executives, including myself, that are women, several members of our board, including our former past president. Women in the sport of track and field, in the ranks of officials and coaches, that's important also, important conversation to have. In the United States, we do pretty well. Our other countries, not so well, and we are part of an effort to help make that change. So when it comes to those that actually are on the field of play in those roles and also in the offices running the businesses, we certainly try to encourage our other federations to get more women involved. Women make the difference in whatever we do. Without women, I would say that we add such diversity to the thought process of any institution, and so it's always important to have a voice in the room and to be heard.
What message do you have for women, not just in sports, but in business, in the world, when it comes to making changes and being a game changer?
Get the guilt out of being a woman out of their minds, because there's guilt associated with whatever you do. You feel often that when you make a decision, you're not just judged on the decision, but you're judged of the way that you made that decision. You've got to let that go, and you've got to move on. You've got to include men in the conversation about your challenges that you face as women in your business, in your life. If you don't include men, things will never change. I also think that you always have to have a plan B, always, and that's for anybody. It's not just for women. And I always say, look at the moon. Don't ever take for granted advantages that life has for you and life in general. So when you get that opportunity to look at the moon, look at it.